Welcome to another week in my kitchen where I show you what I cook for my very fussy family to keep us healthy and happy. The first thing on our list is air frying a whole chicken. I've never done this before, simply because I always thought a chicken doesn't fit into my air fryer. Just now it occurred to me that I can simply cut it in half beforehand. A bit late to the party, but never mind. I seasoned it with onion, salt, barbecue sauce and soy sauce that I rub in really well. To prevent mess, I put the chicken halves on aluminum foil, and alongside I'm adding celery stalks, carrots, red pepper and cherry tomatoes. My younger son is currently obsessed with smoked bacon, so I'm adding some of that. And because thin people don't believe in heart attacks, I'm topping the bacon with some butter. I seal the aluminum packets really well so that no flavor gets a chance to escape. And then they go in the air fryer. It's probably not great for the air circulation, but I really hate scrubbing the air fryer, and so I keep it lined with parchment paper. While the chicken is baking, I prepare one of our favorite salads. My rule of thumb for this one is crunchy vegetables only and chopped into tiny pieces. Today I'm using red and yellow bell pepper, cucumber, carrot and celery stalks. Funnily, the only one out of these which my boys really like is cucumber, but somehow inside this salad they happily eat them all. Aside from onions, I really can't wrap my mind around disliking any kind of vegetable. I can't think of one that I wouldn't enjoy. Maybe it's because I come from a place where winter was harsh and long. And after months and months without fresh vegetables, biting into a fresh tomato or pepper from your grandma's garden was nothing short of magical. I guess my kids will never understand this. My go-to salad dressing is olive oil, soy sauce, lemon sauce, maple syrup, tahini, and Greek yogurt. Normally I prefer my veggies undressed and naked, but this one I can totally get on board with. With this salad, it doesn't seem to matter how much I make. No matter how big the dish, it's never enough. Quite possibly because of way too many taste tests while preparing it. I was super excited about how the chicken turned out. Preparing it this way in the air fryer will save me so much electricity and, more than anything, time. I steamed some bao buns and filled them with the chicken and the salad. Definitely not a traditional combination, but my boys really love it. Not being the biggest fans of meat, usually after they've eaten they come and take more bao buns filled just with the salad. Do you want to know why I always save the bones whenever I make roast chicken? For a delicious bone broth, of course. If you've never used roast chicken leftovers for a bone broth, let me tell you, you're missing out. This is the day after we've eaten the roast chicken, and I'm chopping up some celeriac and carrot to prepare one of my all-time favorite comfort foods. I put the roast chicken bones in a pot, alongside with all the veggies that baked with it. Then I add the celeriac and the carrot. I let it cook for a couple of hours and add potatoes just towards the end. Once it's done cooking, I just sprinkle a little bit of marjoram on top. The result is quite possibly the best bone broth in the world. And while I thoroughly enjoy eating it, of course my kids don't. So I had to find a way around this. What I do is scooping up some of the broth liquid and plopping some egg noodles in it. While noodles are not exactly a great nutritional choice, egg noodles served in bone broth, that's quite a different story, isn't it? At this point, I'm quite a professional at outsmarting my boys into eating things they would normally not want to eat. For example, imagine two boys. One of them hates apples, the other one doesn't really like poppy seeds. Yet they will both happily eat a cake that contains both. And it's a cake that's good for them, mind you. I tried this one at my aunt's over Christmas and I just loved it. She cooks in a similar way like me, always trying to pack as many healthy things into a meal as she possibly can. Starting with poppy seeds. These need to be blended in a food processor at a very high speed to get the right consistency. Where I'm from, most of the people would still use poppy seed mills, which look something like this. However, I came to the conclusion that a blender works just fine, even though I'm pretty sure my aunt would strongly disagree with me. As far as I'm concerned, this sort of consistency will do just fine. To the poppy seeds, I add more or less the same amount of brown sugar. I have two kinds mixed in here. I should be adding the same amount of flour, but I replaced a part of it with almond protein powder. Baking powder. 1 egg, but I'm already thinking the next time I will double the amount of ingredients because this doesn't seem like a lot. Greek yogurt. Random leftover combination of fats I found, so we have coconut oil, margarine and ghee. My favorite thing about this cake when trying it at my aunt's was how moist it was. I really hope she didn't keep any secrets from me and it will taste exactly the same. This is one of the rare occasions where I actually cook with a recipe because I want an exact replica of what I had before. Now I need to peel and grate 2 apples. Once the apples are grated, I need to remove the juice from them, otherwise the cake would become way too soggy. It's no secret I struggle to stick with recipes. I already added some almond protein powder, which shouldn't really be here, and in the middle of the process I also got the inspiration to add some more flavor. That's why I'm going in with some vanilla and lemon zest. I grew up eating tons of poppy seeds, however, they come with a warning. While they are full of protein and calcium, they can be hard to digest for some people. I never actually knew this until I gave some cake with poppy seeds to my mother-in-law. She ate quite a bit and her stomach disagreed a lot. So if you should ever bake this cake, proceed with caution and try 1 slice at first, please. Don't eat a half because it's delicious and then go hating on me, okay? I have absolutely no issues with poppy seeds, which can be proven by the fact that when I really crave them, sometimes I prepare them as a porridge for breakfast, just soaked with some plant milk and a bit of jam on top. 7 billion people in the world, and yet I'm pretty sure I might be the only one who does this. This cake should be a more reasonable option, and it seems to have turned out just perfect. It might look a little burnt, but don't forget it's full of black poppy seeds. I can't wait to try it and remember Christmas with my family. So of course, I do go ahead and try it right away. And it's just the same. Yum! That's a couple of breakfasts and snacks sorted. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen and I hope to see you soon.